how this app is reducing your happiness by 10% of your day, and what are these lines in pencils for? Meaning, why are they in such hexagon shape, brother? The video is very amazing, and you can watch the video completely. If you are the one, then like this video for 3 dens, then do 1, 2, 3. Then we start number 17. If you want to find out how the person in front is, then pay the most attention to what things he is laughing at. If he is laughing at someone's torn clothes or buggy or someone's poverty, then of course he is not a good person and just laughing to demean them. Number 16, thieves have looked more than one, but you have not seen more family and honest thieves than these brothers. This thing is from Noida, in which a thief snatches the phone from a man and runs away. But after some time that the thief delivers the phone to its owner because that phone is not OnePlus 9. But the thief wanted a new OnePlus 9 Pro, meaning you are seeing how great this thief is. Number 15 in this. As soon as you feel very hot heat, you will drink cold water of the fridge as soon as you come from outside to cool yourself, which is absolutely wrong. We should drink mostly normal water, but do you know the most to cool yourself? The best way is to pour some water on your head, then immediately your body heat will cool down. Number 14 is kissing your childhood doll, people. Do you remember in childhood when our parents used to cry so much whenever we went to get injections, but still we had to force us to get it done because it was right, after which many people would get themselves injected? But there are some people who have trianophobia, that is, they are afraid to get injections, due to which those people neither get their diseases treated nor go to any doctor. Actually, people who use Instagram often develop sleep disorders like insomnia. Instagram is one of the most distracting things in the world, so you can imagine how using it late at night might affect your brain. 12. Do you want to talk to someone without them being able to argue with you? Here's a simple trick. When you're about to discuss a serious topic with someone, never tell them it's going to be serious. Instead, just say you want to have a normal conversation. As soon as you mention it's serious, they become alert and prepare arguments to defend themselves. But if you keep it casual, they won't know what's coming. Number 11, I don't think anyone can have worse luck than this. Just like we have Tinder and Shadi.com. In India, there's an internet service called Match.com in America that helps people meet. But get this, the founder of Match.com, quote, ex-girlfriend left him for another guy she met on Match.com itself. Talk about irony. Number 10, you must have heard this dialogue in many places that the most important 3 things for a human being are food, cloth, and house, which is absolutely right, but you will become fond of knowing that a small thing like socks is the least donated in homeless shelters. So if you have any socks or clothes, then you can donate it to the needy people studying around you, because socks are the least donated in many donations or charities. All the characters of number 9 Guardians of the Galaxy were all famous characters. One of its most special characters is named Groot, who was not so famous. Mr. Stanley, who created this character, also forgot that he also made this. You must have seen in Marvel's movies that he speaks very little, and even when it speaks, it has only one dialogue, I am Groot. So it is not much surprising that those who watch it will almost forget it, and its scenes are also seen very rarely. Number 8. Do you know how social media is ruining all our homes? If you do not want your house to be bad, then listen carefully. Computer in human behavior. A study was conducted which found that people who use social media are 11% less happy than those who do not use social media, and the most shocking result of this is that 1/3 of the world's diversities are happening due to Facebook. As you see a model in Insta, then you start comparing it with yourself and see that if you do not look like it, then there will be more deficiency in me. Then you start getting more demotivated and your happiness decreases, and this happiness figure is also 11%. Number 7, airplanes look so big and travel, but let's talk about the Airbus A380, one of the largest airplanes. This plane can carry 853 people, but let me show you. Even larger plane, this image is of the most crowded flight ever recorded. This flight was full of thousands of Ethiopians going to Israel for refuge. Move on to number 5. A fart could potentially kill you, believe it or not. No, really, NASA themselves say so, and you know what? They've banned things like beans. Beans have been banned, as you may know, because astronauts experience a lot of pressure in their close quarters. Foods that enhance flatulence like cabbage and beans have been banned by NASA. Why did NASA ban such foods? Well, after eating these foods, when astronauts pass gas, they release hydrogen and methane gases. The gases released, like the hydrogen and methane, held the potential of causing a fire in the space shuttle. Imagine how disastrous even a small fire on board could be given the space shuttle's environment. Here's a lighter note, number 5. Picture a lion standing right in front of you. You're thinking of trying to kill you, aren't you? But what if that same lion is trending on the internet? Then you wouldn't have anything to worry about. It's like how they show in the circus, training animals to do different tricks, but scientists have also done something revolutionary. In fact, scientists have trained some seeds in such a way that as soon as they detect the coronavirus in the air, they stick out their tongues. Wow! Number 4, U.S. Navy technology might be the reason for all our deaths because the U.S. Navy is working on a missile that will automatically kill wild birds. Not only that, it will even go to their nests and destroy them along with their eggs. And you probably know that if all the birds die, it would have a huge impact on the world and could disrupt the entire ecosystem. Number 3. Octopuses are one of the world's most cunning animals because they can change their color to trap their prey, alter their shape, and even injure themselves, which is why they're considered one of the most dangerous predators. They love to eat fish and lobster, and the most amazing thing is that, like lobsters, when he sees the octopus, he completely freezes in fear, absolutely, as you can see here. Number 2, you must have always noticed that pencils are hexagonal in shape, while pens are circular. And there's a reason behind making pencils hexagonal. First reason is that the hexagon is a very strong shape. It makes the pencil quite sturdy in itself. This allows you to use the pencil comfortably for a longer time. After that, the second reason is that it's actually easier to cut wood into a hexagonal shape compared to shaving it completely into a circular shape. Also, hexagonal pencils fit together in a box just like a honeycomb, one next to another. As you can see, hexagons take up less space while circular pencils still take up more. In this case, squares would also be good, but writing with a square pencil would be very uncomfortable. That's why manufacturers chose a shape between circles and squares, which is the hexagon. If we talk about pens, pens are not made of wood, they're made of plastic. Therefore, they're easily molded. Any shape can be given, but the reason for typically choosing a circular shape is that all the components inside, like the pen cap and the tube underneath, fit well together. Top YouTubers often end up in jail because of their content creation. This happens quite frequently abroad, but Indian YouTubers are no exception. Many famous YouTubers have been to jail. First, let's talk about Gaurav Zone, who has been jailed more than once. Initially, he tied his dog to balloons and made it fly, which led to a case against him, and he had to go to the police station. After that, once he went to Nidhavan, which is considered a very sacred place in Hinduism, and it's said to be illegal to go there at night. Then how can we forget the classic Gaurav Taneja case? He was actually jailed because his wife had planned a surprise meetup for him in a public transport area, which is a big problem. Alright, and we know Saurabh Joshi because of his fans. Saurabh also had to face the police. Many people come to his house to meet him, and many people literally stop him on the street. Because of this, he has to deal with the police many times, on several occasions. After that, there was also a case against Elvish Yadav, and he had to spend some time in jail and undergo a few hours of interrogation because there was a case against Elvish claiming that he provides evening poison for drugs, which Elvish flatly denied.